Hello and welcome to this special coverage marking the celebrations of the National Day and the Commemoration Day. Our coverage comes as part of Bahrain festive season, marking the establishment of the Bahraini state as an Arab and Muslim country, founded by Ahmed al-Fatih in 1783, the anniversary of its full membership in the United Nations, and the anniversary of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa's accession to the throne. I am Hamad Yusuf and we have a lot lined up. Stay tuned. From an early stage, the Kingdom of Bahrain realized the essential role of education and research in supporting the comprehensive sustainable development and ensuring a better future for humanity around the globe. As a result, it has taken vital measures to encourage research and developing learning in universities and educational institutions to create an innovative platform for a knowledge-based community in order to fortify integration between research outcomes and action plans of national development, social unity, democracy and freedoms. It is important to note that the reform project launched by His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa played the main role in shaping the future and drafting the country's comprehensive development strategies based on the strength of the competitiveness of education that ensures creating a scientific environment that would contribute to the successful implementation of national initiatives. The substantial expansion of investment in education resulted in the establishment of many new public and private schools, universities and institutes with the goal of providing the society with high-quality graduates who can compete successfully in the national and global labor markets. All public and private educational institutions here in the Kingdom of Bahrain have witnessed steady development in recent years in terms of academic programs, teaching strategies and educational training. The year 1919 marked the beginning of the modern public school system in Bahrain when Al-Hidayah Al-Khalifiyya School for Boys School opened in Muharraq Governorate. Since that year, the establishment of educational system is witnessing fundamental development steps which led to the current remarkable success of education in the kingdom. This year, the Ministry of Education is celebrating the National Day with outstanding achievements and ambitious future plans, proceeding in the path of being a regional pioneer in this field. More about in the following exclusive interview with His Excellency, the Minister of Education, Dr. Mohammed bin Mubarak Jum'ah.
I would like to congratulate His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and His Royal Highness the Crown Prince on the occasion of the National Day of Bahrain. This is actually a very important occasion for the Ministry of Education. As you know, we've got thousands and thousands of students who celebrate this occasion on a yearly basis. This year, all our schools in the public and the private sector are going to celebrate this occasion. You're talking about more than 200,000 students. Schools actually conduct a lot of celebrations and occasions and events to bring students, parents, and all those who love Bahrain under the umbrella of education. And at the same time, we present to them all the success stories that we have achieved in education. I think education in Bahrain is flourishing. And education is patronized by His Majesty the King, and the government of Bahrain is following up a lot of projects and programs that support education. We feel so much grateful to this, and we will continue to develop education in Bahrain and the focus on learning attainment so that we reach a lot of international benchmarks and standards based on our plan set by the Supreme Council for the Development of Education and Training. The Ministry of Education in the Kingdom of Bahrain has managed to achieve a lot, particularly if we talk about the pandemic era, if I may say, has managed to deliver education to the students at home. As you know, the pandemic has posed a big challenge to a lot of educational systems across the globe. The education in Bahrain has the strong infrastructure required at the IT level. And that has enabled the Ministry of Education to embark on virtual classrooms and also to install a very competent evaluation program and scheme to be able to monitor the students and deliver education to them. That was during the pandemic, and we have to talk about that because we consider it in the Ministry of Education a success story. Education in Bahrain is patronized by His Majesty the King, and also there are a lot of projects and programs implemented by the government of Bahrain, chaired by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince. And the Ministry of Education is one of the main pillars in the story of development in the Kingdom of Bahrain. We have got a lot of achievements. We have recently celebrated 100 years of government education, but education of Bahrain dates even before that. We have actually invested a lot in the infrastructure. The government of Bahrain is very much following up all the necessary construction and infrastructure programs for education. This has reflected positively on students' attainment. So if you look at international reports, either we're talking about TIMSS and PEARLS or different index at the level of education, we can find the students of Bahrain on top of the categorization of these reports and indexes. And this tells you that the outcome of education in Bahrain is reflected on students' attainment. We're working hard on the development of the Ministry of Education organizational structure, and this has resulted in a series of initiatives followed by the Supreme Council for the development of training and education in the Kingdom of Bahrain. And this actually includes the development of curricula at all levels, whether textbooks or teaching methods, the development of our IT portal, which helped us a lot in the past to deliver education through an IT platform, and different other initiatives that are currently being followed up. We have reached around 94% achievement in the development of the organizational structure of the Ministry of Education, and we will continue the rest of the project in the coming 2 years, inshallah.
Welcome back. Bahrain festive seasons and celebrations of the National Day in Bahrain started since the beginning of December and will continue throughout the entire month with fireworks, festivals, carnivals, and other festivities. All public and private institutions, as well as universities and schools, hold special National Day festivals and activities as roads, cars, and buildings are beautifully decorated. The whole country has a lovely carnival atmosphere. Let us watch some of these celebrations.
My name is Ghadim Qattash and I've been in Bahrain for 16 years. I love the people, the positive environment and the food.
I love how Bahrain is rich in diversity. Everyone is kind, everyone loves to help everyone, and it's just a nice community where you can just be free and just be happy. There's so much to do around, so many activities, and so I really like staying in Bahrain. It's safe as well.
I love the people the most. I think they're very friendly and I like that about them.
My name is Peyton Barrett. I've lived in Bahrain for about 4 months. I like the camels and the weather's pretty nice and the people are very sweet.
I've been here my whole life. It's my home. I have lots of relatives in the country. It's a really nice place to live in.
I love the food. It's really good.
I love the shops and like the place and the ocean.
Bahrain means everything to me. Bahrain is my home. I love everything from the people, the culture, safety, security.
My name is Riley. I've been in Bahrain for 3 years now. I love that it's super safe in Bahrain.
I'm from Jordan. I love the people. They're very kind and accepting of people who come from different places around the world. It's a very great environment to be in.
Bahrain's like my whole life, but mostly it means probably family.
I'd like to wish the Bahraini citizens a happy National Day, and I hope that they make the most out of their day.
Happy National Day that they can all enjoy and have fun.
I would like to tell them to celebrate have fun and be safe.
Happy National Bahrain Day.
Have a great Bahraini Day and make the most out of it.
Happy Bahrain Day, and I hope you enjoy it.
I congratulate them. I want them to celebrate the Bahrain's National Day, and I congratulate Bahrain for having National Day.
I'd like to wish them the happiest National Day and that they celebrate the most and make the most out of it.
Keep being you, keep being a proud Bahraini citizen, represent your people, and just happy Bahrain National Day.
Welcome back. We will continue highlighting the achievements of the educational field, and we would like to welcome here at the studio the President of the University of Bahrain, Dr. Jawahar Shaheen Lamdahki. Hello, Dr. Jawahar, and thank you for joining us here at our special coverage.
Hello, dear. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to be with you today.
The pleasure is all ours, Doctor. I would like to start with, how do you value the provided royal and government support to the higher education in the kingdom in general and to the university in Bahrain in particular?
Yeah, actually, since the beginning of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa reign the kingdom, there have been a great movement in general and in the kingdom itself, and the reform that His Majesty created economically, socially, and politically. All of it have, made the kingdom move forward, and the Vision 2030, its implementation led by His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince, the Prime Minister. All of these actually touched the citizens and the Bahrainis in their actual life and in their day-to-day life. And education, of course, being a pillar of any improvement in any society and in any country, was given great attention by His Majesty the King and His Royal Highness the Crown Prince. And since 2005, the establishment of the Supreme Council for Education and Training Development, that was chaired by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Mubarak Al Khalifa, a number of initiatives have been introduced in education specifically. To list some of them, and the most important of them, the Higher Education Council. Actually, it organized the higher education, especially the private sector education, and after which a number of universities, private universities, were created, and that provided freedom for the student to choose among the university that we have, and around 12 universities then. Later on in 2007, 2008, other initiatives were started, such as the Education and Training Quality Authority, which actually put all institution training and educational in shape, and to be in line with the international standards required for the education and training. We have the Bahrain Polytechnic as well, that's also touching the part that is needed for the economy, for the future of the kingdom, to have vocational and professional graduate. And of course the BTC, the Bahrain Teachers College, under the University of Bahrain. That's also another important factor in preparing teachers for the futures to be as expected, as wanted, to have the next generations of educators get the right education in the right way. As for the University of Bahrain, being the national university, had a great honor of being the Supreme President of the university is His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa, and that's something that we are so proud of, and that also represents how much His Majesty give attention to the education and higher education and specific for the National University. There are many factors that supported the education in the University of Bahrain. His Majesty gave his orders to reduce the fees for the student, that to support the parents and the families and to reduce any burden on them financially. Also, there is another directive of His Majesty to the University of Bahrain so that all graduates of high school with 70% GPA or graduation percentage, they are entitled to apply to the University of Bahrain. That's something really highly appreciated by the student and by their parents. His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince, always give his directions to have the programs matching suitable for the market requirement, labor market requirement, and that's a great attention to the vision of the future, that this is what we need and what are the changes that are happening there. Of course, as I said, the BTC, also the Bahrain Teachers College, also the Applied Studies College that is in the University of Bahrain, that's a reflection of these requirements and future requirements for more vocational or more professional graduate to serve in the labor market of the Kingdom of Bahrain.
His Majesty, the King, has always been keen on supporting the educational sector in the Kingdom of Bahrain, and also with the support and follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. The educational field witnesses great achievements since forever and throughout the history of the kingdom. And today we celebrate the National Day, and we also celebrate the achievements of the educational field, which brings me to my next question. Every year the University of Bahrain widely celebrates the National Day, engaging all students, administrative and faculty members. Tell us more about the previous and current activities within those celebrations, and what makes this year's celebrations unique than the previous ones.
The National Day that we stand on that day is basically, it's an opportunity to express our love for the king and for the kingdom, and it's an opportunity for our student as well to do that. So the University of Bahrain, on a yearly basis, on an annual basis, we celebrate this great day for the kingdom, and we have so many activities, musical, cultural, art, you name it, and there are so many clubs at the university that they have their work exhibited in different parts of the university. Each college will be having, prior to that day, their own let's say home celebration as well in their own way.
Dr. Jawahar, I am a graduate from the University of Bahrain myself, and I will never forget how it helped shaping me and shaping my future. And in this regard, what can you tell us about the University of Bahrain's role in shaping the students' knowledge about the importance of citizenship and democratic process of both theoretical and practical ways?
Yeah, well, actually, the university, being the holder of the largest body of students or human beings on a daily basis in the kingdom, actually had a great responsibility, and we are always keen to, because the age that they are in is the shaping age, and we want to provide them with the right ideas and the right tools to process their future. Actually, in 2013, the university established human rights legal clinic, where it's open for the student and for anybody, even from outside university, for any legal advice on human rights. In addition to that, the clinic actually is in charge of providing a course. It's a compulsory course for all university students on human rights. So basically, we even, give them the vocabulary that they understand, or the meaning of the vocabulary of democracy, of loyalty, citizenship, all of these things everything so that they get it from the right perspective, from the right people within the right context. And also we provide them with the knowledge of how Bahrain is actually involved in the international human rights and how we participate in that issue. In addition to that, the understanding of their rights and their obligation or duties, and to accept the others. There are so many ideas that are the right ideas within the international human rights law that is provided to them. In addition to that, we have, of course, as a previous student of the University of Bahrain, I'm sure you are aware of the election for the student clubs, yes, student societies, student council. So all of these, the process itself actually shape the student, give them insight into the obligations and the responsibilities that they are supposed to do towards the selection of the candidates in these societies, clubs or council. And that in a way is like a mini model of the parliament election in the kingdom. In addition to that, some of our students, or actually many of our students, did participate in the election of 2022 this year as observers, as organizers, and that's add to their well-being, to their understanding of what's going on around them, and as a social responsibility as well.
The University of Bahrain has always been unique throughout its initiatives and activities in raising the awareness of students. How do you value the students' reactions, interaction, and participation with both theoretical and practical approaches that consolidate their citizenship?
Yeah. From what I've seen, and even prior to me being the president of the University of Bahrain, I was a graduate of the University of Bahrain also. I mean, with distance in time between my graduation and yours, but also I was teaching at College of Business, and I progressed over administrative positions. So I am well aware of the students and their reaction to things, how much once you give them the chance to express their feelings, to be aware of what's going on, they are so lovable to Bahrain. I mean, you would see from the beginning of December, where they will be wearing the national flag, the red color. That's something that shows how much they are in love with the country and its leadership, and they want to show it. I mean, whether intentionally or unintentionally, they do have a good reaction. And of course, during the celebrations, you will be seeing them you've seen them, how they react. Yeah.
Yes, I have absolutely witnessed all of those activities and initiatives. And I remember clearly, I was really happy to participate throughout all of the events and activities that were held by University of Bahrain. Dr. Jawahar, what are the University of Bahrain's exerted efforts in encouraging students to conduct research and studies that contribute to the various aspects of national development?
Of course, research is the other arm to the education and to the teaching at any higher education institution, and the University of Bahrain do get high attention to that particular element of preparing the students. The Deanship of Higher Education and Scientific Research actually provide a course that is compulsory for all of its students on how to prepare for a research, how to prepare for a thesis, because as a graduate they are supposed to conclude with a thesis. Even in the undergraduate level, the students in different colleges being also prepared and have the needed tools to prepare themselves of how to prepare scientific research. This is needed for them for the graduation project, especially the practical colleges such as engineering and IT. And on a yearly basis, on an annual basis, the exhibition that is organized by their colleges to show their projects, you would see high caliber of thinking, and the project, I mean, we are now creating, we have incubator centers where the student would, you know, have their own job or create their own company, and that's part of it. Is, you know, these projects could be processed and marketed, and we will be dealing with that part of marketing their product so that they contribute, as you said, to the society and to the economy of the country.
Dr. Jawahar, the University of Bahrain holds its initiatives and programs to benefit students, and the reputation of the University of Bahrain is recognized internationally because it doesn't just stay on the national level, also reaches the international level. Which brings me to my next question. Can you tell us more about the University of Bahrain's efforts to benefit from cooperation and exchanged visits with regional and global institutions in the educational field?
Yeah. Actually, we have quite a number of memorandums of understanding with different countries, different universities and institutions for cooperation among us, for exchange of students, exchange of teachers in that matter. And we already had some of our students being exchanged with in China with the University of Shanghai, and in France on a yearly basis we have a number of students. This is with cooperation with the Embassy of France. In addition to that, we just created or established Innovation and Creativity Center in collaboration with George Mason University, with the great assistance from the Embassy of the American Embassy in the Kingdom of Bahrain. The American Embassy also facilitate having exchange teachers in the kingdom under the Fulbright scholarships that they provide, and bring, you know, teachers so that our students, since we cannot have them all move and get their education or part of their education outside, we bring the educators from that part of the world so that they have the experience of interacting with them. The other thing that we really had a great opportunity of cooperation is in the languages area. I mean, we have the Shanghai Memo of Understanding, we have a Confucius Institute for teaching Chinese, and that's a great success. I mean, since being established, also the Center for French Language. French language became a minor in the College of Art, and that's also encouraged others to have, you know, as elective. For the language, we have the Korean Embassy also been teaching Korean language. Yunus Amra Institute from Turkey, that's also another cooperation with the Turkish Embassy, where we also teach Turkish language as a second language. So there are so many things. I mean, our time may be not enough to put them all, but I just put the most rememberable ones.
I'm honestly enjoying this conversation, so don't worry about the time. And I would also like to add that you forgot to mention the Japanese language.
Yes.
Because I myself took the Japanese as an elective language, yes.
Okay,
Dr. Jawahar, the University of Bahrain continues to make accomplishments on so many levels, regionally and internationally, and keeps adding to its series of achievements. What can you tell us about the main achievements of 2022?
Well, I mean, 2022 was a great year. I mean, it's the first achievement is to bring back all the students on campus after the COVID-19. That was a great achievement, to be honest. I mean, with 3 cohort of students not being able to see even the campus, that, you know, was a great success. Yes, we had a bit of a crowd at the beginning, and that's, as I said, 3 cohort coming at one time, not even knowing the campus. But now they are part of it. They, you know, contribute to all of our activities there. In addition to that, what I just mentioned, the Center of a Creative and Innovation Center with George Mason, that was also a great achievement, as I would say. We have the registration of the any projects or any creativity that our staff are making. And also the other thing is that we've been training some of our colleagues in George Mason University to be trainers and provide, well-established information on how to protect any creativity of anybody who have any invention that they are having. We just last week opened the new incubator center. Also, recently we opened the media center. Again, it's renewed. So, and Amazon center, that was also a great achievement with collaboration with Amazon company. So many things, as I said. Yes.
Dr. Jawhar, all of these achievements are not just a source of pride for Bahrain, they also reaches international levels, as we mentioned earlier.
Yes.
How do you value the international recognition to these achievements that the University of Bahrain earns from global countries?
Yeah, actually it's high recognition. Wherever we are, all over the place, any conference that we attend, actually, it's you could tell. I mean, I was in some cases I was surprised, to be honest, on the reaction that once they know that I'm from Bahrain and from the University of Bahrain, people are so. Into knowing what we are doing, into knowing, we want to do a memo of understanding with you. We've been hearing about you. Also, the university been, working so hard on the accreditation, international accreditation. Almost all of our programs got the international accreditation or renewing. Now we are in the process for some of them, and of course the quality, the Education and Training Quality Authority. All of our programs being reviewed by them, and that gives us confidence in what we are providing to our student in terms of education, and we cannot go for any less. We want the best for the students, and again, we are now reviewing, maybe that's part of what we are doing this year. We are reviewing all of our programs to have it matched with the needs of the labor market, and that, as I said earlier, that's what His Royal Highness the Crown Prince always insists on. We want, the graduate, once they are out, the labor market actually is waiting for them, and that's, I'm happy to say it, that the University of Bahrain have its high level recognition in the labor market as a graduate.
The University of Bahrain will continue making its achievements despite all challenges, and COVID-19 was proof and achieve even more achievements in that regard.
Alhamdulillah.
Last but not least, Dr. Jawhar, what are the university's future programs and plans to proceed with such success?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, we have lots of plans. I mean, our strategy for the next 4 years, we have already completed it. It's in the process of implementing within the next few weeks, and as I said earlier, I mean, the most important part is to review and continuously reviewing our programs so that they are in line with the needs of the labor market. We have a good collaboration with the Ministry of Labor and a number of important institutions that are related to labor market, such as LMRA, Temkeen, the EDB. I mean, I don't want to list and then forget some of them, Supreme Council for Women, Higher Education Council. All of these, we are working with them in order to find out the gap between the graduate and the labor market needs, so that we fill that gap, not just for University of Bahrain, for all universities within the kingdom. And again, look forward to improving or upgrading our programs to have them satisfy the needs. For example, the Bachelor in Law, we have it in Arabic since it started. Now we are working on having it offered in English, and that will be by the beginning of next academic year. There are so many other important programs that we see that they are fitting for the future market, even not just for the current labor market, and we're working towards them.
Dr. Jawahar, I'm honestly proud to be a University of Bahrain graduate, and this interview has been really a true inspiration for me, and I'm sure for all the students watching this special coverage. Would you like to add anything before we conclude?
Well, actually, I enjoyed our interview today, and it went so quick. I hope it will be as quick as it's been for us to the audience of our program. I just want to take this opportunity to congratulate our leaders and all the people in the Kingdom of Bahrain for this great day, the National Day, and look forward for more success and prosperity for the kingdom as it's there, inshallah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jawahar, for being with us. It was a true pleasure.
Thank you.
And we are sure that the government of Bahrain will always take vital measures to support both public and private educational institutions in order to promote excellence, creativity, innovation, and research capabilities, so as to encourage and strengthen integration between educational outcomes and national development. We will be back right after this.
بياض الفل بغصان
Al-Ahliya University is also celebrating the National Day and its remarkable achievement. Joining us over the phone, Professor Abdullah Al-Hawaj, founding president of Al-Ahliya University. Hello, Professor Al-Hawaj, and welcome to this special coverage.
مرحبا أهلا وسهلا.
Professor Al-Hawaj, since its establishment in 2001, Al-Ahliya University is keen to widely celebrate the National Day every year, engaging all its students, administrative and faculty members. Can you tell us more about those celebrations and their accompanying activities, and what makes this year's celebration unique?
Yes. Of course, Ahliya University, since the establishment, very important role that Ahliya University would like to see all its students are very well prepared for the nation. We don't only believe in teaching, we believe in teaching, but at the same time, we believe in making the student very close to their country, their most important goal to be a part of improving the standards of everything. Belonging is very important. So since the first day, we always celebrate all the National Day and the day of all the important days. For us, December is a very, very important month. This year, we started by celebrating the Bahraini Women's Day, and then it was the National Day, and now, Alhamdulillah, we will be celebrating in a few days also the graduation for Ahliya University. It's all coming with all the festivals in Bahrain, all the celebrations in Bahrain. And I have very good also news. Yesterday, Saudi Arabia have added Ahliya University as one of the accredited universities. So things are going very, very well for all the universities in Bahrain. And I must take this opportunity really to tell very clear picture. The whole system, the whole higher education system in Bahrain now very mature, and we have very, very good and high standard universities, and we feel that we are reaching to fulfill the directives of His Majesty the King of Bahrain. So we take this opportunity really to congratulate first of all His Majesty the King of Bahrain, and of course the government and His Highness the Crown Prince and the Prime Minister, and all the nationals and everybody who live in this beloved country. We are living in great festivals, and everybody is very, very happy to be a part of this. And Ahliya University, as the first private university in Bahrain, play very important role in fulfilling also the United Nations goals, 17 goals, and we want every establishment in Bahrain to fulfill this goal. So by 2030, Bahrain will achieve what's in the economic plan for Bahrain, achieving the United Nations 17 goals. This is really very important, and Ahliya University is playing a very, very important role in fulfilling this. And I take this opportunity, first of all, to thank you very much, to thank the Bahrain television for this opportunity, and I would like to assure them that Ahliya University producing the best graduates, not only scientifically and technically, it's always, they are very proud citizens of Bahrain.
It is a day of pride and a day of joy for all the people of Bahrain, and it is a day that highlights the values of citizenship, belonging and loyalty. Professor Al-Hawaj, how can the university shape students' knowledge about the importance of citizenship and democratic process in both theoretical and practical ways?
It's very important, of course. We must make sure that our curriculum it's injected in the curriculums, you know. We must want to make sure that it's a part of the human courses. We have very important courses where we educate students to be very great nationals who believes in their country, who believes in laws and order, and we want them also to believe in what we believe in. It's the country of coexistence, peaceful coexistence for all the people living in this country. So, and this is the directive of His Majesty the King, the directive of the government of Bahrain. So we would like to make Bahrain as a special and a model for the whole world for the peaceful coexistence. And we could see this. This has been a part of our curriculum, a part of our all the outside curriculum activities in the universities. So much are put in making sure that students, when they graduate from the university, they are full-rounded citizens and they're proud citizens. We want them to also be very happy and joyful, you know. We do not want the Bahrainis to feel other than being very, very happy in their country and to be proud of being national of this country, the country of laws and order. And we always would like to spread this information and to tell everybody that Bahrain is the country of peace, country of love, country of coexistence. This is really important, you know, and this we would like to make sure is injected in our curriculum in many, many of the courses, you know, and that's what we do in Ahliya University.
Professor, Al Ahli University is one of the most prestigious universities in the Kingdom of Bahrain, and throughout the years it had made lots of accomplishments and helped shape up students and graduating elite of students. What can you tell us about the university's main achievements during 2022?
We have achieved a lot of things, and in 2022 the most important achievement also that we have come back to teaching face-to-face, which was very, very important because for 2 years, you know, people were so online teaching, which has a lot of problems, but now we are back to the face-to-face teaching. In 2022, Ahliya University managed to have 3 new programs: Master in Forensic Accounting, which is a very, very important, and it's one of its in the area, and this is a very, very important these days. We have also started a new program in Master in Financial Technology, what we call FinTech, and we are starting also a new BS program in English language and translation, which is very, very important because it's going to be translation for the very important business or law or medical, you know. So, and the best achievement, of course, we have very recently been accredited by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and this is very important for us because we've been working very, very hard to make sure that Ahliya University fulfill its goals. And this year also, Ahliya University managed to be in the top 600, number 651 in a QS ranking among the world, you know, and we are very soon, inshallah, going to fulfill what we always wanted, to be one of the top 500 universities in the whole world. We are very close. In the Times Higher Education, it's the impact factors this year. Ahliya University scored number 101 among the whole world on 2,000 universities which were evaluated by the Times Higher Education impact factor. In quality of education, I can tell you that Ahliya University is number 20 in the whole world among 2,000 universities. And this is an achievement which is really great for us, and we would like everybody to know about it, to be number 20 in quality education based on higher education, by times higher education. This is a very important. Also this year, we've managed to put Bahrain in the map of research. So we are in the biggest database on research called Shimago database. Bahrain is in it now as one of the countries who are counted in research. And there's 3 universities in that category. And Alhamdulillah, Ahliya University in the top of these 3 universities, So it's very, very important. So Ahliya University did achieve many things. And very recently also, the Higher Education Council have approved a new program for us. And they are on the way of approving, inshallah, a new technical programs, inshallah, to fit for the requirement of the market.
It is wonderful to see that all of these plans and programs not just enhances the status of Al Ahliya University here in the Kingdom of Bahrain, but also on the international level. Professor, what are the university's exerted efforts in encouraging students to conduct research and studies that contribute to the different aspects of national development?
Research is a very important part of Ahliya University. Research is one of the 3 pillars, teaching, research, and community services. So we put research that's a very, very important, and that's why we encourage students, we encourage staff to do research. Ahliya University now is one of the best universities in the whole area, in the whole region, in the percentage of research, and especially the number, not only the number of research, but the cited research, research which being used by others. And we encourage all our students, especially the postgraduate students, to do research. For example, we have nearly 200 postgraduate students in Ahliya University. So I told them in a few meetings, we would like to make sure we have a 200 publication per year from the students. And this will put us at the top of the universities in doing research, because students are the source of research for the staff. And with us also offering the PhD program, and we have already graduated 75 PhD in collaboration with the Brunel University London. We started having the research become a very, very important. And Ahliya University is well known now for research, and mainly research which solves the problem of our industry, the problem of our financial sectors, insurance sectors, many sectors now. And Alhamdulillah, we've managed in the last few years of started to have the confidence of the industry to give us topics and a project. For example, this year we have 5 projects with one of the leading industrial in Bahrain, which is Alba, and I'm hoping to have more from other industry, because we believe that research should be very clearly solving our economical problem, industrial problem, financial problems, and that's what we believe here. And that's why we encourage every single staff and every single student to be a part of the research. So Ahliya University believes that research is a partial fulfillment of everything in Ahliya University, and research mainly should be to solve the industry and all other problems.
Professor, I am sure every student listening to your inspiring words will be eager to further pursue knowledge and higher degrees. Thank you, Professor Abdullah Al-Hawaj, founding president of Al Ahli University, for joining us.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Our special program continues right after this short break. Meanwhile, the ambassador of Bangladesh to the Kingdom of Bahrain expressed congratulations and best wishes to the people of Bahrain, marking Bahrain's National Day in the following statement.
Bangladesh and Bahrain has been enjoying excellent relations since independence. And we both countries got independence in the same year, 1971. And 16 December is celebrated here in Bahrain, Kingdom of Bahrain, National Day of Kingdom of Bahrain. And Bangladesh, we celebrate Victory Day of Bangladesh. And 51 years passed already, both nations got independence. And we move forward to our relationship on the basis of mutual friendship, brotherlyhood, and also common faith and culture. And I look forward to have excellent ties between Bangladesh and Bahrain in coming years. Particularly, I am focusing on trade and investment cooperation between two brotherly countries. And I wish again people and government of Kingdom of Bahrain on this very joyous occasion, happy National Day of Kingdom of Bahrain, and peace, prosperity and development of Kingdom of Bahrain.
Well, on the occasion of Bahrain's National Day, I'm delighted to extend our very best wishes to His Majesty the King, King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, and His Royal Highness the Crown Prince bin Salman bin Hamad, and all of the people of Bahrain. I think we're finishing this year on a high. I think it's a very positive time of year. There are so many things that have been going on. We've had a very busy autumn. With, for us, a very important visit by our Foreign Secretary, James Cleverly, to the Manama Dialogue, and with great engagement with people here and with people across the region. and a real feeling of confidence as we look forward to 2023. Our collaboration in so many areas is really going strongly. We're seeing that in our trade and investment figures, we're seeing that in so many education links which are thriving, new collaborations coming through in science and technology and space, as well as our traditional work between Britain and Bahrain, where we work so very closely on security and defence affairs, and the position of our naval facility, the Royal Navy here doing all of its work in the region through Bahrain with all of its partners and allies. We couldn't do it without the support of the government and the people of Bahrain. And so it's a very positive time of year, and I hope everyone gets a rest and time with their family of National Day, and then looking forward to the new year beyond.
Kingdom of Bahrain is celebrating its 51st National Day and 23rd anniversary of His Majesty King Hamad's accession to the throne. On these two joyous occasions, I am glad to convey, on behalf of the leadership of Pakistan and my behalf, our warmest felicitations and greetings to His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and His Royal Highness Crown Prince Prime Minister Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa and the brotherly people of the Kingdom of Bahrain. The kingdom has made great national strides and achieved remarkable social and economic development under the dynamic leadership of His Majesty and the Crown Prince Prime Minister. Pakistan and Bahrain enjoy long-standing ties rooted firmly in a common religion, shared values, mutual trust, and cooperation. Last year, Pakistan and Bahrain celebrated the historic 50th anniversary of diplomatic relations. It is very heartening that our bilateral relations have grown from strength to strength over the years. The Pakistani community in Bahrain reinforces a strong relationship between the two countries. They are loyal and hardworking and contribute to the socio-economic development of Bahrain and Pakistan. On this historic occasion, we renew our resolve to work together to strengthen and deepen our mutually beneficial relationship in the future. We wish His Majesty and His Royal Highness good health and happiness, and continued progress, prosperity, and peace for the brotherly people of the Kingdom of Bahrain.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. On behalf of Japanese people and government, I'd like to express my heartfelt congratulations to His Majesty King Hamad, His Royal Highness Prince Salman, and the people of Bahrain on its National Day 2022. This year, Bahrain and Japan celebrated the 50th anniversary of the establishment of the diplomatic relations. When it comes to this year's personal exchanges between the two countries, His Excellency Mr. Honda, the Japanese Vice Minister for Foreign Affairs, visited Bahrain in June, and both countries concluded the Investment Protection Agreement. In September, the Bahraini delegation headed by His Excellency Dr. Sheikh Abdullah, Foreign Ministers and the Secretary for Political Affairs, including Bahraini key business figures, visited Japan to attend the political consultation meeting between the two countries. Both sides discussed the way to promote activities on all fields, especially in the field of economy. Also in September, under the wise leadership of His Majesty the King, His Royal Highness Prince Salman and His Excellency Dr. Abdul Latif Al-Zayani, Foreign Minister, visited Japan to attend the state funeral for the former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. This thoughtful gesture has deeply impressed Japanese nationals and contributed greatly to the development of friendly relationship between the two countries. Our relationship goes back to the first Bahraini oil shipment to Japan in 1934. Since that time, our friendly and stable relationship has continued for almost half a century, and I'm sure it will move on to a next fruitful phase. At the end, we hope to work closely with the Bahraini government and all Bahraini people to realize a secure and peaceful future with prosperity for our countries and for the entire world. Happy National Day and innani uhanniukum ala idukum al-watani al-azim.
As we join the entire nation to mark this day, we are extremely proud of our country's remarkable journey over the past 51 years. Today, as we stand tall, we are reminded of the history of our country, which has made incredible achievements in numerous fields under the flag of the kingdom. Citizens and residents are proud of being part of its journey towards success and being able to contribute to the comprehensive development of its social and economic progress. This brings us to the end of our special coverage marking the National Day. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.